How's it going, everyone? Bobby Digital here, bringing you another gameplay video. This time I'm bringing you some more of that beginner's guide video about my DPS character that I was currently showing you earlier in a few videos ago. Um, I'm pretty much in there with endgame with this character. I've kind of built her to be a straight up glass cannon DPS, and I just wanted to go over some of the gear and stuff and basically show you guys what I've done with her to maximize her damage potential and all that stuff. Now again, like I said before, this is just my opinion. You can build your character anyways. This is how I like to build her because I plan on running with a group. You know, I don't have a lot of health, so I rely on my other guys in my group to take a lot of the threat from me while I sit back and I snipe from a distance and do maximum damage possible for them. So let me go over some of the things that I got. First of all, she's looking pretty good. I got some tactical gear going on her. I got a little M1A sniper rifle. I wanted to go to bolt action, but this is the best I got, and I have some pretty good perks on here, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm kind of liking this weapon so far. Yeah, she's got the stealth gray camo on the gun, which is kind of cool. They're actually selling that today. So I don't know when you're going to see this video, but the vendor is selling that camo gray. I also have my little Uzi. This has some really good perks. A couple of my exotic weapons I'm using on my main is my tank. He has the Vector and the Liberator. So I just got a few legendary or purple weapons with this character. Let's go ahead and get into some of the pieces of gear in my build. Let's go over here. Let's go to, first of all, abilities. This is what I'm usually using when I go into like a challenge mode or something, or a really hard mode. I use my scan, and I use it with the tactical scanner to increase my critical hit chance and my critical hit damage. That's really good. It does a lot of extra damage for you. I also use this smart cover with the Trapper mod, and you can see right there, it not only does it reduce incoming damage, but it also gives me a damage buff by about 50%. Really handy when you're trying to dish out damage. Tactical link, obviously you get another 50% damage buff and another 20% critical hit chance. That's all good. These abilities are a lot more fun, like the Seeker Mine and the Sticky Bomb, but in challenge mode I don't know, they don't really do enough damage to justify me using them, so I'd rather go for the straight up damage. But I do like these. They're just more fun to use. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the talents. Some of the talents I use is damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 40% more damage from the blast. I use that in conjunction with my Sticky Bomb and my Seeker Mines. You can see how effective that can be. I'm trying to get this one unlocked, but I don't have a lot of upgrades, all the upgrades unlocked yet. But this one here, killing a hostile with an explosion to increase explosion damage by 40% for 15 seconds. You can see how this, in conjunction with this talent, is really effective for those explosions. Suppress a hostile to increase headshot damage by 25% for 10 seconds. So I believe if your team is suppressing enemies and you can connect a headshot on them, you do 25% more damage with that headshot. Hostiles headshots have a chance of 50% chance of not consuming the bullet. This is actually pretty good. There are times when I'm popping off and I think I need to reload, but all of a sudden I don't reload because I've actually not even used a bullet when I'm landing headshots. This works exceptionally well with shotguns. If you go to the shooting range and you use a shotgun, you can just watch. You'll probably never have to reload with a shotgun if you just keep hitting headshots. It's really nice. So let's go into my inventory. Currently, see, I'm not using my exotic, but if I go up with my Vector here, I'm pushing over 117,000 DPS. Not a lot of health. Decent skill power. You can see how I've built my character to have 2,300 firearms, 1,400 stamina, and 1,500 electronics. I want the electronics there so my abilities, like when I use my scan over here, when I use my scan and my smart cover, you can see they just add more. When you have a high skill power, the damage buffs and damage reductions are increased, like I was telling you in the other video. I probably won't be using the Vector at sometimes just because he's going to be on my main, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to switch it out. So I'll stay with the this gun here. And the reason why I like the police Uzi here is because look at the perks in it. Damage against elites and named enemies is increased by 11%. Weapon damage is increased by 10% for 10 seconds after using a skill. So if I pop a tactical scan and I get that damage buff just from the tactical scan and critical hit damage just from the tactical scan, I'm also going to get the weapon damage increased by 10.5% for 10 seconds after using that scan, or even the smart cover. So, but I generally am going to be, the reason why I won't use my Vector with this class is because I'm going to be sniping a lot. And that's going to be my main priority. And you can see I have all of the perks for each gun unlocked. And I would have probably less stamina than that, but I had to use a piece of gear that had stamina in it so I could be able to unlock these perks on this Uzi. Where is it here? Right here. I needed 1400 stamina. So I could actually get my DPS higher than that, but I needed to put a piece of gear in that had a little bit more stamina in there. Alright, so the armor piece, actually let's stick with this, excuse me, let's stick with the sniper rifle for a minute and show you the perks on this gun. Generally I want to be with the bolt action sniper rifle for more damage per hit, and it has more range. However, look at the talents on this sniper rifle. Headshot damage is increased by almost 20% when using this weapon. That's just a passive skill. Damage is increased by almost 11% when more than 40 meters from the target. This is a sniper weapons. This is a sniper's dream rifle right here, and they're both unlocked. You know what I mean? I increased my critical hit chance and weapon damage. Increased the headshot damage with the scope and critical hit chance. It's just a great weapon. I was in the dark zone and popping off level 31s and level 32s. Pretty good. I mean, I was doing pretty well in it. I was holding my own. What else here? Let me show you this chest piece. I actually got this from doing one of the daily missions, and I thought it was garbage at first because look at the the talent, reckless. Increased damage by 12.5%, but increase incoming damage by 10%. I was like, why the hell would I want to use this if it increases my incoming damage at 10%? It's like, if you do the math, it's only a 2.5% difference. But if you think about it, if you're a sniper, you shouldn't be getting shot. You're way in the back. You're shooting more than 40 meters away from enemies just to get that perk for the sniper rifle. Then you shouldn't be getting hit, and your teammates up front are taking the damage. So, and it's got a nice firearms addition right there. Plus 8% damage to elites. It gives me a little bit of health. It gives me an additional almost 9% pulse duration when I'm using pulse. I like this one, but I don't know. I'm just thinking this is going to be a little bit better. I like that 12.5% damage increase, and if I'm standing far enough away, I don't have to worry about the incoming damage, the 10% incoming damage. Let's check out the mask. A lot of these things are going to have like here's a sticky bomb explosion radius, plus 1% enemy armor damage burn off there. Also some skill power. Just to make my skills a little bit more powerful. Let's go with the knee pads. More damage to elites, more firearms, any plus 7% enemy armor damage, you know, things like that. Smart cover duration, because I'm using that smart cover to get the damage buff. What do we got here? More skill power, smart cover damage increase. Seeker Mine damage is a lot of stuff really good for a DPS guy. This has more armor, but I wanted to go with the bonuses on this. And let's go down. Let's see, why did I pick this one? Because this one isn't that bad either. Oh, I know why. Because look at what it does to my stamina. And I wouldn't be able to use that perk on that Uzi if I went this way with this piece of armor, and I think that's why I went with that. This pair of gloves here, actually, this is an interesting one because I got these high-end gloves, these exotics, whatever you want to call them, from another drop in a mission. But look at these gloves, these legendary gloves. They're item 31. I got this in the dark zone, in the higher up northern part of the dark zone. It gives me a lot of marksman damage, a lot of critical hit damage. It gives me a lot of firearms. But this one here also kind of does the same, and I needed that health. If I take this off, boom, I lose a lot of health. Go up in DPS, but I really wanted that perk on, what was it, this Uzi. You know, I needed that health to unlock that ferocious perk. What else was it? This one here. This was just a pretty decent piece all across the board. Had armor, had everything in it. So, but anyway, let me show you a little bit of what that translates to in the firearm and the shooting range.
Look who it is.
Doing good work. We can't
Shut up. That woman annoys me.
Come and take a look.
So anyway, alright, so here we go. Switch out to my sniper rifle here. Let's just take a couple normal shots. 39,000. Let's go with a headshot. 117,000 with the headshot damage. Yeah, that's what all those perks adding to it. Now let's put smart cover on and pulse. And let's take a look at a headshot now. Whoops, that was a critical. 164,000. So it jumped considerably. It was like 106,000, I believe it was, to 164,000. Now let's let these things refresh, and then I'll throw on my tactical link and let that go active and watch the damage increase. It's not bad for a critical shot. I have gotten like over 300,000 with critical shots with this current setup. Come on, smart cover. Okay, so here we go. Smart cover, pulse, and tactical. 233,000, 338,000 headshots, 211, 300. It's just nuts. It's nuts the kind of damage you can just put out there when using your skills. Xbox unsnap. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. Just a little bit updated, you know, footage of my build at this point. I'm gonna perfect it a little bit more. Try and get my firearms up a little bit more. Trying to, you know, do a little bit more damage. Maybe even find a decent bolt action sniper rifle. But as it stands right now, I really like this gun and all the perks on it. Where was it here? The headshot damage increased by 20%, damage increased by 10.5%, more than 40 meters. I just really like this guy overall. Even the perks on this Uzi, which I'm gonna probably be using over the Vector, just because I'm gonna give my Vector to my tank because he's more close and up front. But it does give me a very good DPS bump, 123,000. But anyway. That's all I have for the video for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be making some more. Maybe show you guys more of my tank and what I'm doing with that character. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Bobby Digital signing out.